Back here in Maine, an Orrington waste facility is one step closer to reopening following a massive fire last fall. Town officials tell WABI Epic plans to open as a transfer station later this month. We're told they're in the process of working out the proper permitting from the State Department of Environmental Protection. Epic hasn't brought in any new trash since before catching fire last October. Opening as a transfer station will allow the facility to collect waste from local municipalities before taking it to Juniper Ridge in Old Town. Once repairs are finalized, the ultimate goal is restarting waste-to-energy production.